Hi everyone, how we doing? I trust we're good. I trust we are consistently developing ourselves. Today we'll be having the last lap of the Element of Excellence series. Remember, we've been looking at the qualities Daniel in the Bible possessed that made him excellent. We've seen a lot of qualities, and today we'll be looking at the last one. If you've missed it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and scroll down to view the other qualities. Today we'll be looking at problem solving. Okay, Daniel possessed problem solving skills, and that was part of the skills that made him excellent. Of course, previously I believe I've spoken on the top 10 World Economic Forum skills for 2025, and part of that skills, or part of the skills, is problem solving. Okay, so that means we have to have that problem solving skills to be excellent, to be relevant in our future. So yeah, quickly let us go into what we have for today. Problem solving skills. How can you solve problems to be excellent? Of course, you need to be able to solve problems to be excellent. It is when you're able to solve problems that you would be differentiated from the rest. Now, I'll start with this. We need to know that companies employ staff to solve problems for them. Okay, so a company does not employ you to solve your problems or to tell you how to solve their problems. No, they employ you to solve problems for them, to think for them. All right. Also, in business, of course, we go into business to solve problems. So when you provide a service, you know that that service is going to solve a particular problem. When you provide electricity for people, you know that that electricity would solve the quote unquote lack of light issue. Okay, so the Uber solves the problem of moving from one place to another, okay, seamlessly. Yeah, so like I said, you have to think of ways to solve problems for your customers, for your organization. All right, and it has to start with the most minute things. Let's say you're in the house and there's an issue with the light. You don't just leave it, you have to think of ways to solve it. Let's say you wake up in the morning and your room is scattered and probably you can't find a particular thing you need for that day. You don't just say, let me go, or let me just continue my day and leave it, where you know that thing is important. No, you look for ways to solve it, you look for ways to find it. Okay, everything can be a problem, anything can be a problem, but the thing is you need to find out ways to solve them. So if you're able to solve those minute things in the house, then when you get to the office, when you get to your business place or wherever you find yourself, that you will be able to solve problems. Why? Because you have started solving the little things. And remember, consistent behavior creates habit. So when you keep doing it every time, guess what? When you get to the apex, when you get to the mainstream, it won't be difficult to solve problems. Now, how do you solve problems? That is the question. Now, to solve problems, you need to leverage on some particular things. Now, leverage on how? Leverage on what? All right, I also said leverage on where. So how did we get to this place? How did this problem start? How can we solve it? Okay, how? Now I said we have what. What can be done to solve it? What can we add? What can we reduce? What can we increase? What can we eliminate? What can we create? What can we innovate to solve that problem? Where? Where can I get the solution? Where can I meet the people that will solve this particular problem? Remember, I said something in my previous vlog on, that's the World Economic Forum top 10 skills for 2025, when I was talking about problem solving, I said you don't need to solve a particular problem yourself. All right, it is your ability to galvanize people that will help you solve that problem that is key. All right, so it's not a must you solve a problem yourself. Now this speaks to leadership again. As a leader, you don't need to solve the problem yourself. When you start running up and down to solve a particular problem yourself, then I don't think you're a leader. All right, you need to be able to galvanize people to solve problems for you. Okay, so when you're able to ask yourself these questions, the what, the how, the where, you will begin to see that your mind would start looking for solutions subconsciously, even consciously. Your mind would start programming itself to look for solutions. But when you sit back and start crying or start being depressed, guess what? You won't find that solution. And remember, we are all not perfect, okay? I'm not perfect, so in as much as I'm saying it, once in a while I also go through that trauma. But guess what? We have to rise, okay? 7 times with a Christian fall, 7 times with a Christian rise, okay? So yeah, that is that. Let us look for ways to profile solutions. All right, your boss in the office, how many times does he call you when there's an issue? All right, how many times does your customer call you when there's an issue? Do they run to you or do they run to your competitors? Your boss, does your boss run to you or does he run to your colleague? All right, so we have to train our minds to always look for solutions, to always profile solutions. All right, so like I always say rather, like I always say, remember, it is the Holy Spirit who will always help us to think of these solutions. Remember, he will teach us all things. So leverage on the Holy Spirit as well. All right, trust God to help you provide solutions to issues, and also play your part as well. Okay, yeah, so it's been an awesome time. Next week we'll go into something else, but until then, I don't know why I'm but until then, try and study all these things I have said, okay, from the first series to the last one to this one. Try and watch them again, try and practice them as well, okay? And remember, it is dominate and influence, so influence someone with the knowledge you've gotten so far. Teach someone as well, encourage someone to watch my vlogs as well, so that they can learn and also dominate their world, okay? Yeah, so guys, don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, send me a friend request on Facebook. Let us talk, let us chat. All right, so till I come your way next time, don't forget, always remember to dominate and influence your world.